welcome back to another riveting episode of Audit the Fraudit. Today we go to Virgins, Vermont, to the Collins Aerospace Company to once again expose the frauditor named Press NH Now. Before I tell you what the video is about, I want to quickly point out why I chose this video. It seems that the frauditor, Mark Manchin, likes to expose people. He had a confrontation with a security manager at this business and then conveniently put the link to her Facebook page and the link to the company in the description of his video. I see no purpose for this other than to entice his viewers to harass the woman in some way. While I don't normally search out information on frauditors, as it's enough to just deal with them long enough to edit their videos to expose them, I made it a point to do a quick Google search of this frauditor and immediately found a couple of articles about him which contained his name and picture. You all probably know about this, but I put it out there just in case you don't. Keep in mind, I'm not doxing him. All this is publicly available by doing a simple Google search. I'll put the links in the description of my video. The good thing about him putting her name and Facebook page in his description is that it's real easy to contact her and let her know about the video. Then she could decide if she wants to report it to YouTube and have it removed. So back to the video. In this episode, the frauditor frauded outside this private business because only frauditing on a sidewalk outside a private business can protect our First Amendment rights. And apparently, our First Amendment rights can only be protected by being a douchebag and harassing and arguing with a security manager. He attempts to argue with an officer that gets called by the security manager, but he's seen his videos and knows just how to deal with him. So he patronizes him and lets him spout off about his perceived knowledge of the police to keep him from harassing anyone else in hopes that when he finally leaves, he will have lost his steam and go home to his mommy's basement. Well, he was wrong because the frauditor then continues right where he left off and finds a groundskeeper to harass. The stupid is surely strong with this one.
What's going on, everyone? This is Press NH Now over here today in the town of Virgins, Vermont, over at Collins Aerospace. Collins Aerospace is a government contractor facility for the military who was also partnered with Raytheon Missile and Defense. We're going to be conducting a First Amendment audit to see if they respect our rights to film here in public. Today's date is July 19th, 2022. So this right here would be the public sidewalk, which I wouldn't even touch that grass, obviously. There's a sign right there, I'll show you in a minute.
Is this real? Is there really a frauditor that actually read a sign and he's obeying the sign? He must have been told by someone to not read and obey the sign. That's the only thing that would make sense. Either way, on behalf of the grass, I say thank you for not touching it. No one knows where a frauditor's hands have been.
So this is your shipping and receiving. It says CCTV is in operation on these premises. Private property, no trespassing, no smoking. Operation of unmanned aerial vehicles is not permitted.
One day they'll figure out that they need to install electric fences to keep frauditors out. These signs are like a dare to frauditors.
No solicitation, shipping and receiving. I'm sorry?
Are you a Collins employee?
What is it?
Collins employee.
Collins
I'd
employee?
like to know why you're taking a video. Can you not video
Emily.
me?
Are you with security or?
I need to know what you're doing.
What do you mean?
Why are you videotaping this building?
Why is it any of your business?
Because I'm security here.
I'm not on your property.
You can't
Emily.
be videotaping our building.
Of course I can, I'm on.
Do not videotape
Don't
me.
touch me.
Don't videotape me.
Well then get off the public sidewalk. Go back on your property.
You cannot videotape this building.
The hell I can't.
You also cannot videotape my employees.
Oh really? Your employees?
They're making... They're
Are you the
uncomfortable.
manager?
I'm the security manager.
Okay, and what are you going to do about it? Because I'm on a
Stop
public
videotaping
sidewalk.
me.
No, then get out of my view.
It works both ways. If you don't like that she doesn't want to be filmed, go home to your mommy's basement or go to a post office. Whichever, just go away.
Stop videotaping.
Then don't come up to a camera, stupid. Are you serious? What's wrong with you?
Leave.
No, I'm on a public sidewalk. You're not going to tell me what to do. Get back on your property. There's a directive for you.
What's your name?
It's not. It's right here.
That's funny.
You like that? Yeah.
That's funny.
I know.
Yeah.
It's none of your business. That's
You
why.
leave.
No.
Okay, can you tell me what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm taking a video
Why?
of the property
Why?
because my girlfriend, she doesn't have a good memory and she likes to know where I'm doing all the time.
Just so you know, I didn't add those emojis, the Frauditor did. Even this moron knows how stupid and unbelievable he sounds at the thought that he'd ever have a girlfriend.
So it's just easier to explain to her by showing her a video later on.
Okay, what do you
And plus I have CRS. So CRS is like, can't remember.
Yeah.
So I can't remember. So I like to review my life twice. That's why I like to record. It's like reliving twice, you know? Yeah.
Okay, so that
Emily.
doesn't explain why you're videotaping.
That's because it's none of your business, Emily. I
Yeah,
thought you got.
actually it
You
is.
didn't get the hint, did you?
Apparently not.
No. All right. So you could just leave then.
Or you can leave.
Oh, I'm on a public sidewalk. You're not going to tell me what to do,
Okay,
Emily.
Okay.
Excuse me. Can you not impede my rate of travel, please? Can you not impede my rate of travel?
You need.
You need
Stop videotaping.
to stop
People.
impeding my rate of travel, please.
Please, no one tell him that he's capable of walking in more than one direction. This is just the funniest shit I've seen in a long time.
You need to stop.
You are
videotaping.
impeding my rate of travel. Thank you, Emily. Excuse me, Emily.
Stop videotaping.
Then get out of my view. The hell's wrong with you?
Apparently
They don't
not.
train you very well, do they?
You cannot videotape this building.
Do something about it then, Emily. Goodbye. You're dismissed. Bye,
Do not
Emily.
videotape.
Go to Allied or something. They're a little bit more professional.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
You cannot videotape this building.
Then screw.
Go over there.
No, I'm on a public sidewalk. You're not going to tell me what to do, Emily. Goodbye.
Too late. Charity told you what to do, and you got totally triggered from it.
Bye, Emily. Goodbye. I'm not going anywhere. I'm doing what I'm doing, and it's none of your business what I'm doing. Oh, here's more employees.
You cannot videotape the employees.
Make me. I don't know who you think you are telling me to leave a public sidewalk. That's your property. Get back on it. I don't know who you think you are. Dismissed, Emily. Bye. Oh no, I feel uncomfortable.
I know you do. It's quite obvious. It's okay. Mommy's basement is waiting for you. Now it makes perfect sense why he was so triggered and uncomfortable.
I don't know who she is. Think she's barking orders at me.
What, no lame comment about the walk of shame?
How you doing? Walk of shame.
Oh, there it is.
So it looks like this is a PD right here. Saw them drive by a couple of times.
Hi.
Not really. I'm kind of busy. Be nice if you didn't interrupt me.
So, can I tell you why I'm talking to you?
You can. I don't really want to hear it though, man.
Why?
I'm kind of because I'm busy right now. I'm working.
My name's Jason
Jason, what?
Olette. I'm a detective sergeant with the Gens Police Department. This is Officer Mark Barber.
What's your name again?
Jason Olette.
Olette. You got a badge number, Olette?
I don't have a badge number. I have a call number if you want it.
What's your ID number?
1863.
1863. And what's your name? Barber?
Yeah, Mark.
What is it?
Mark Barber.
Okay. Do you have a badge number, Barbara? ID number?
1866, so just a call.
1866?
Yeah, we don't have a call. We don't actually have badge numbers. We just have like call.
ID numbers? Yeah. It's at least 2 forms. Yeah. No, I got it. That's cool.
So the reason we got called.
Yeah, it's pretty silly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
So how you doing?
I'm all right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as long as you don't go on the property, if you just.
Dude, Olette, I don't need your directives, bro. All right, I've been doing this a long time. All right, a lot longer than they think I have.
Did they come and talk to you?
I think so, yeah. Okay. Yeah, security, Emily. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, she was impeding my right of travel on a public sidewalk, telling me to not, go on the property and so forth. Yeah. I mean, it's self-explanatory. It's private property, and there's signs everywhere. Okay. And there's obviously cameras. So I don't know if they told you I went on the property, but if they did, I want to file a false police report.
I don't think they're going to say that.
Well, they do all the time, all that. Believe me.
They do?
Not this place, but a lot of places I do, yeah.
Yeah, and if they do, man, I wouldn't go after charges.
I would, though, for false police reporting, yeah.
Oh, for that?
For saying I was actually on the property when I wasn't.
I mean, it's unreasonable to think that someone couldn't just walk on this by accident.
Oh, yeah, I mean, walking the line of the grass is one thing, you know what I mean? But actually going on it is another.
Yeah,
I get it, man. I'm not stupid,
Also, you got to remember, too, there's a bank over here that people use, the general population uses.
Yeah, I have no idea.
No, I'm just telling you that. So, like, if they said you walked out here and they had a problem, I'm not going to go and try to get you charged for trespassing.
Well, no, you can't unless I remain on the property.
Even if you did, man, it's just not reasonable to charge someone.
I mean, it is if they have malicious, intent.
Yeah,
obviously,
not even malicious. It just doesn't make sense. Someone should be given a warning.
That's what I'm saying, a warning. You have to get off the property, and if you remain on the property.
You don't seem like a bad guy, so.
No, I mean, I know what I'm doing, man. But for her to come out here and then tell me, hey, look, you need to stop recording. You can't film the employees. You need to get off the sidewalk. She said to go over there, which is actually illegal. I mean, there's no easement. There's no right of way over there for pedestrians.
Yeah, I think she was telling you to walk in the middle of the street.
Yeah, this is public.
I know it is, man. You got to tell her that, not me. I know a lot more than she thinks I do.
The reason they get upset here is because they do military stuff.
Well, their feelings get hurt. That's what it is.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they don't like it,
Really?
But it's silly that she came up to a camera to literally say, get the camera out of my face. I don't want to be recorded.
So why do you, can I ask why you do it? I'm just curious.
I'm a journalist, man.
Oh, that's what you're doing?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, obviously. I mean, it's my right. You know what I mean?
Oh, sure. So what do you journal? What do you do an article on?
They're government contracted, so people want to know where our money's going.
Yeah. It's a big one. Did you know they built the stealth fighter here?
Yeah.
Back in the 80s?
Actually, yeah, I do.
The other plant, if you want to check it out, they don't use it anymore. But if you go on Meg's Road, it's an old building. That's where they built the stealth fighter.
Really?
Where are you from? You have a Mass accent.
Yeah, I'm not from out here. Yeah.
New Hampshire.
I'm from Mass.
Yeah. It's like a mix between New Hampshire and Mass.
Is it really?
Yeah, I lived in New Hampshire for a while. I could hear it a little bit.
Yeah.
We have a guy from Mass that works for us, and he's.
Yeah, I've been in New Hampshire for almost 17 years. So I mean, in New Hampshire, I've been, but.
What part of New Hampshire? I lived in.
I can't give you that information. Yeah.
I can't. I'm really not.
I can't give you that. It's my right, man. I got to remain silent on that.
I'm just having a conversation.
I get it.
I would never force anything out of you.
I know.
You
can. I know you can. See, look, you know what you're doing, man. You're very, very professional, lad. I appreciate it. This isn't the type of response I usually get from the police. Sometimes it's a lot worse.
Really?
Oh yeah.
What do you get for responses?
Give me your ID, or you're going to be arrested. You're trespassing. This is private.
I have no reason to ask for your ID.
I'm not saying you do. You could ask. You could ask, but I don't have to give it to you. I'm not arrested.
Yeah, the only time you buy law in Vermont is like if we have suspicion or something.
Well, yeah, obviously you got to have a crime to for anybody to identify, unless you're driving.
Some sort of violation.
Unless you're driving,
Civil violation. Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Sure.
Yeah, no, you know what you're talking about, man. Very professional. I appreciate it. It's not what I always get. You'd be surprised.
So you do run into police a lot?
Oh yeah.
So what do you Tell me your experiences with that.
Which ones? The good or the bad?
Do they get really aggressive?
This is a pretty good one, actually.
Do they get really aggressive?
Oh yeah. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, they'll grab me. They'll try to search my bag.
They'll grab you?
Yeah, they'll search my bag, put me in cuffs sometimes.
Of course, you don't mention all the times you harassed people, were rude to people, and instigated them to cause all those reactions. Just stick your thumb in your mouth and continue playing the victim.
I'll get arrested for trespassing when I clearly didn't, I mean, I got arrested one time.
What was your name again?
I can't give that, man.
Okay, so I'm just.
I do have a badge right here for ignorance, but I don't give. I don't give that. See now, this. Look, Olette, this isn't a cordial conversation anymore. You're asking me for my name, where I'm from. That's investigating me, brother. I know what you're doing. I get it. You're not my friend, dude. Okay.
Wow, he just changed to crazy in a split second. This proves that frauditors must have some kind of mental instability to fraud it. I wonder how long it will take before the word tyrant is brought up.
No,
You're
no.
a public servant.
You're
You're
right.
here to investigate, okay,
No, I'm really
a possible
curious.
trespass
I'm
or...
really curious about your experience running to other police.
Yeah, well, that's a question I can answer you, but I'm not going to answer my name, date of birth, and where I'm from and all that stuff, man.
Okay.
You know, I don't...
No, I don't want
that's going over the cordial conversation. It's not very...
I don't want it, man.
No, you do, though. You do.
No, I really don't. I already know who you are.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
How do you know who I am?
Because your videos are online.
All right, there you go. What's my channel then?
I don't know the name of your channel, but I watch a lot of those type of channels.
Do you really?
Try to have
Good.
interaction with law enforcement. You get a reaction. You talk about constitutional rights.
Yeah, exactly.
And I like that stuff.
So you know what I'm about.
Yeah, I'm
obviously.
fine with you, man.
Yeah.
I actually would probably do something you did. If
You
I
know
wasn't
why you
talking-
are, though? I'll
Why?
tell you why you are, because you watch those videos.
No,
It's half the reason.
No, it's not. It's actually, I found the videos. No, it's not.
The other half is training, though, I'm
no,
sure.
No, it's not training. I love the Constitution.
Oh, yeah, you have
I'm
to.
a constitutionalist.
You should, man. You took a note to the badge, you know?
Like, I want you to, I think it's beautiful we live in a country where police can show up and you can videotape things.
As long as I'm not breaking the law, man.
Yeah,
You know?
And I don't think the law's always right,
No.
right?
No,
The law's
it's not always in our
morally
favor.
right, you know?
Yep.
You know, we had laws against gay people at one time. We had laws against black people
Yep.
at one time. Just
Yep.
because it's the law doesn't mean it's right.
No, but the people have to fight for that, you know what I mean?
That's why
And
there's good to have people like you out there
Exactly.
who are pushing that, testing that. Because sometimes you're kind of like, you might get a cop who shows up that doesn't really, they understand their authority.
It's their ego.
Well,
It's their ego. You know what I mean? And like I tell a lot of police officers that
That's
have
what
a...
stinks when you say to me, like, I was trying to ask your name. I was just trying to be polite.
Yeah, no.
Not
I know
because
you
want
are.
your name.
Well,
no, trust me, man.
granted-
I don't give a shit. I already know your name.
yeah, well, then there you go. Why even ask for
I
it
can't
then?
remember it. Like, I know. We have.
If you guys want to investigate any further than this afterwards to find out who I am and what I'm about, just for like your own, like, narrative report and stuff.
What was the name of your station? Because you were at the academy at one day at the Vermont Police.
Oh, you know about that?
No, we know we're small law enforcement.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, yeah. I was out there. Yeah, they put a sign out there after saying no trespassing, even though it's public property. You know, so. But it's people like me who will challenge that and take the arrest. You know what I mean? Because it's unlawful.
I think it's good to have people like you.
I
I
know.
mean, because power can corrupt, man.
Yeah, it's true.
If you study it, we have to, like, I see my job as a service. So, like, I don't see myself as someone who has power.
Yeah.
I see my profession as someone that I'm given a certain authority.
Yep.
But that's their cameras are aimed to protect their property.
That edit was a result of the frauditor, not me. We'll never know what was cut out, but I'm sure it wasn't anything that made the frauditor look good, or that didn't make the officer look bad in some way.
Yeah.
Cameras are not aimed to protect their property.
No, it's to
It is
protect me.
more reasonable to believe that their cameras on this property should be on this property other than you being here videotaping.
I don't disagree, but I'm not going to call the police on them.
But what would you say? They're not allowed to have cameras on their private property?
They're saying I can't have cameras on the public property.
Yeah, but they're not saying that. They're saying, no, that's not what they're
They
saying.
did say that.
No, maybe they did.
The lady said it right to my face. You cannot record my employees from this sidewalk.
Right here. I think you're confusing the behavior with the action. I think you're not separating the two. It is not common behavior. It's not reasonable for most people to see people videotaping private property.
I get it.
That's not a normal behavior.
No, it's not.
right? So it leads people to suspicion. It doesn't mean a crime was committed.
I agree.
It doesn't mean something is wrong. It just means it deserves some investigation.
Yep.
Some sort of what's going on, like we are right now.
Yeah.
That's all that means. Now we know that you're just taking videos because you want to challenge power.
Anyway,
That's
but I
your
can't do
deal.
that.
And another edited scene goes down the black hole, along with all the stories that these frauditors are gathering content for.
I don't
I'm so
like
sorry
it.
for bothering you
No,
so
that's
long.
fine. No,
It's
you're
a
not
great
bothering me at all.
conversation.
I'd rather have this conversation with the police than have a, I
You
mean,
might get an email from me.
I want one.
Yeah, just because like I think it's important for us
Yeah,
to
set something up. I'll do it.
to
Even
have,
a ride along. I don't care.
to have a conversation about how we should interact with people, because sometimes cops, I think a lot of, to be honest, with police, sometimes it's they just don't know enough. You know,
It's training, ego,
Training, you're saying, yeah, training.
emotion. They get their emotions involved. They have a bad day at home, and then they come onto the force. They don't have their coffee, and then they, or another thing, they just had a bad call. They got assaulted about 25 minutes ago.
What crap? How would you know anything about what an officer goes through in a day, or why they do the things they do? Ride along? Haha. It should be like a driving test where they put you in the driver's seat and you answer calls. You wouldn't last a few minutes.
that happens.
They don't see mental health. They don't get a psychiatric eval to see if they're okay, or maybe they got shot at like 2 days ago.
Well, this goes on for at least another 8 minutes, with the frauditor spouting off his ignorance and the officer placating him. I do believe that the officer is seriously trying to have a legitimate conversation with the frauditor, and I respect him for that. but he obviously doesn't understand that the frauditor is only polite and responsive as long as it seems that the officer is agreeing with him and pretending that he's right. However, the minute the officer says anything in contrast, it will all be forgotten. Anyway, I'm going to move on. Let's see if the frauditor acts any differently now.
All right, so that was a great conversation. Not too bad, actually. Very professional. He stepped over line just a little bit by asking me who I am, where I'm from, what I'm doing, and then gave me a quick directive about not going on the property. But that's okay. There's no big deal with that. He didn't push the issue. He wasn't asking for ID and searching and seizing my property and my bag and my camera, so I appreciate that much. He's going to go and talk to the reporting party. Hopefully she gets educated on my rights today, and we'll get them driving out, and hopefully it goes better than it started. Now I have to. You're in public, dude. But then get off the public sidewalk.
This is real estate.
It's what?
I'm doing a job for these people.
Yeah, then continue doing your job, man.
Then stop videoing me.
No. I'm doing my job.
And now we're back.
What's your job?
To video record.
What?
What do you mean? What's it to
You
you?
don't need to record me.
I have CRS, man.
I don't care. You don't need to record.
I can't remember it, so I gotta record
Turn the
everything.
goddamn camera.
What?
Or I'm gonna go call the PD.
They're already here, stupid.
Well, you're...
They're right there. Why don't you just continue working, bro?
Why don't you turn your camera?
I'm not even here for you.
Turn it then.
No. Because you said to, I'm not now. I don't trust you. You might hit me with that weed whacker.
Seriously, do it. Do it. Do it.
No, I'm not that way. Somebody asked me not to do something, I stop. You're just being a naked laugh. Turn the camera. Stop following me. Or
following
I'll
you.
fucking tell them you're stalking me.
Go ahead. I'm on a public sidewalk recording.
You don't need to record me. I am now not on public land.
Great.
Stop recording me.
No. I don't trust you, buddy.
Then why are you following him? Just walk away.
I don't trust you.
Then don't. Video record me then.
This is disturbing the peace.
I don't want you hitting me with that.
Well, maybe there are some people out there that want to see that. You're so selfish.
What a psycho. Look at him go. Oh, we got a snowflake here. Here we go. Help!
I wouldn't do that if I were you, Frauditor. The men in the white coats are probably standing nearby.
Back to work, buddy.
Said the man with no job, no education, and no desire to be anything other than a frauditor.
Here we go, a snowflake.
Well, another frauditor video bites the dust. The groundskeeper talked to the officer, who did nothing and just left the scene, and Mark continued to complain to himself and run down the events of the fraud as he saw it, where hopefully he laughed and crawled back to his mommy's basement for the night, so the world could get a rest from at least one frauditor for the night. Well, thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great day and night.